Alright, let's talk. Are you feeling stuck? Maybe a little lost? Like life is throwing curveballs and you don't even have a bat? I get it. We all have those moments, those days, even those years. But what if I told you there's a roadmap? A guide written ages ago, like way back in 1925, that still holds the keys to unlocking an amazing life? I'm talking about The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. Yeah, the title sounds a bit old school, but trust me, the wisdom in this little book is pure gold. It's straightforward, no fluff, just powerful truths that can change everything for you right now. So, what's this game of life all about? Florence Scovel Shinn lays it out super simple. Life isn't meant to be a constant battle. It's not supposed to be this complicated mess of struggle and stress. Nope, she says life is a game, and like any game, it has rules. If you learn the rules and you actually play by them, guess what? You can win. Not just win a little, but win big. We're talking about winning in your career, your relationships, your health, your happiness. It's about understanding that you are an active player, not just a spectator getting knocked around by circumstances. You have more control than you think. Now you might be thinking, Mel, a book from 1925? How can that help me with my 2025 problems? Here's the deal. Human nature hasn't changed much. We still worry about the same things. Money, love, purpose, feeling good about ourselves. The principles Shinn talks about are timeless because they tap into universal laws. Laws that govern how our thoughts, words, and beliefs shape our reality. This isn't some woo-woo fantasy. It's about practical spirituality that you can apply every single day to see real, tangible results. It's about shifting your mindset from victim to victor. Get ready, because in this essay, I'm going to break down the core lessons from the game of life. We'll go chapter by chapter, pulling out the big ideas in plain English. No complicated jargon, just the stuff that matters. More importantly, I'll show you how to use these insights in your actual, real, everyday life. We're talking practical steps, simple actions you can take starting today. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and prepare to learn how to stop just surviving and start truly winning at the game of life. You deserve it. Let's do this. First things first, Shinn tells us that life is a game. Stop right there, think about that. A game. Not a war, not a punishment. A game. This simple shift in perspective is huge. Games can be fun, right? Games have clear objectives. And importantly, games have rules. If you don't know the rules of, say, basketball, you're just going to be running around confused, fouling out, and never scoring. It's the same with life. If you understand the fundamental rules, you can play effectively. You can start scoring points and achieving your goals, instead of feeling like you're constantly on the losing team. The biggest rule, the foundational one, is this. Life is a boomerang. Whatever you send out, your thoughts, your words, your beliefs, your actions, it all comes back to you. Every single bit of it. If you're constantly sending out negativity, fear, and doubt, then guess what life is going to send back your way? More negativity, more fear, more doubt. And this is the exciting part, if you consciously choose to send out positivity, faith, love, and abundance, then that's what will return to you. It's a universal law, like gravity. It's not personal, it just is. So you better start paying attention to what you're throwing out there. Your imagination is your most powerful tool in this game. Shinn calls it the scissors of the mind. You are constantly shaping your future with the pictures you hold in your mind. If you're always imagining failure, problems, and worst-case scenarios, you're literally cutting out that pattern for your life. You have to flip that. Start using your imagination to build the life you want. See yourself succeeding. Feel the joy of achieving your goals. Make those mental images vivid and real. This isn't just daydreaming, it's active creation. Your mind is the workshop, and your thoughts are the blueprints for your reality. So how do you apply this right now? Start by becoming aware of your dominant thoughts and feelings. What's the usual chatter in your head? Is it supportive or is it critical? For the next 24 hours, just observe, don't judge, just notice. Then pick one recurring negative thought pattern and consciously decide to change it. When it pops up, stop it in its tracks. Replace it with a positive, empowering thought. It might feel weird at first, but stick with it. This is you, taking control of the internal remote control. It's the first step to changing your game and ultimately, changing your life from the inside out. Okay, let's dive into something super powerful. Your words. Florence Scovel Shinn is crystal clear on this. Your words are like magic wands. Seriously, every single word you speak has energy, it has creative power. Your words don't just describe your reality, they actively create it. Think about how often you say things like, I'm so tired, or I can never catch a break, or this is going to be a disaster. you're literally speaking those situations into existence. You're giving commands to the universe, and the universe or your subconscious mind takes you at your word. It doesn't argue, it just delivers. So you need to become incredibly mindful of what you say. This ties directly into what Shin calls the law of prosperity. And listen, this isn't just about getting rich, though financial abundance is definitely part of it. True prosperity is about having plenty in every area of your life. We're talking about vibrant health, loving relationships, fulfilling work, joy, peace of mind. It's about living a rich, full life. But here's the kicker: you have to claim it. You have to speak it. You have to believe you are worthy of it. If your words constantly focus on lack and limitation, you're blocking the flow of prosperity. You need to change your vocabulary from I can't to I can, from I don't have to, I am receiving. This is where affirmations come in. Affirmations are your secret weapon for reprogramming your mind and redirecting your verbal power. These are short, positive statements that declare your desired reality as if it's already true. For example, instead of saying, I hope I get that job, you affirm, I am the perfect person for that job and it is mine now. Or instead of I'm always sick, you declare, I am healthy, vibrant, and full of energy. You say these affirmations with conviction, with feeling. You repeat them, you write them down. You make them a part of your daily routine. This isn't about lying to yourself, it's about aligning yourself with the truth of your potential. So let's make this practical. Right now, identify one area of your life where you want to see improvement. Maybe it's your finances, your confidence, or your health. Now craft a simple, positive affirmation for it. Something like, money flows to me easily and abundantly, or I am confident and capable in all that I do, or every day in every way, I am getting healthier and stronger. Write it on a sticky note, put it on your mirror, in your car, on your computer. Say it out loud with energy, several times a day. Feel the truth of it. This simple practice, done consistently, can start to shift your entire reality. Your words have power. Use them wisely. Now let's talk about a concept that might seem a little counterintuitive at first, but it's a game changer. It's called the law of non-resistance. What does that mean? It means stop fighting. Stop struggling against people, situations, or problems. When you resist something, when you push hard against it with anger, fear, or frustration, you actually give it more power. You feed it your energy. Think of it like trying to walk through quicksand. The more you struggle, the faster you sink. Resistance creates more of what you don't want. It keeps you stuck in a cycle of conflict and stress. Non-resistance doesn't mean being passive or a doormat. It doesn't mean you let people walk all over you or that you accept bad situations without doing anything. Not at all. It's a much smarter, more powerful approach. It means you stop emotionally reacting to negativity. You detach from the drama. You refuse to get drawn into battles of will. Instead, you affirm that only good can come from the situation. You bless the situation or person, and you trust that a divine solution is at hand. It's about aligning yourself with peace and allowing solutions to emerge, rather than forcing things through sheer will. Let me give you an example. Imagine someone at work is constantly undermining you or being difficult. Your first instinct might be to fight back, to argue, to complain, to resist them. But according to Shin, this just fuels the fire. Instead, try non-resistance. In your mind, you bless that person. You affirm, there is no difficult person here. Divine order is established. Only good will come of this interaction. You don't engage in their negativity. You remain calm and centered. This doesn't mean you don't set boundaries or take appropriate action if needed, but you do it from a place of peace, not resistance. You'll be amazed at how this can diffuse tension and open up new possibilities. So how can you start practicing non-resistance today? The next time you feel yourself tensing up, getting angry or wanting to fight against something, a traffic jam, a critical comment, a frustrating delay, pause, take a deep breath. Instead of reacting with force, mentally step back. Say to yourself, I will not resist this. I release this situation to divine order. All is well. You might affirm, this situation is for my good and I am learning from it. Try to find the path of least emotional friction. It's about choosing peace over conflict, trust over fear. This practice will save you so much energy and bring so much more ease into your life. It's about working with the current, not against it. Section 5, the secret weapon, mastering the law of karma and forgiveness. Alright, let's talk about a big one, karma. You've probably heard the phrase, what goes around comes around. Well, Florence Scovel Shinn takes this ancient concept and makes it super practical for everyday life. The law of karma, in her view, is essentially the law of cause and effect, but with a spiritual dimension. Every thought you think, every word you speak, and every action you take is a cause that sets an effect into motion. If you sow seeds of kindness, generosity, and positivity, you will reap a harvest of good things in your life. Conversely, if you sow seeds of negativity, harm, or deceit, well, you'll eventually reap the consequences of those actions too. Now, this isn't about some cosmic judge keeping score to punish you. Not at all. Shin explains that karma is more like a teaching mechanism. Life gives you feedback. If you keep making the same mistakes or acting in ways that are out of alignment with love and integrity, you'll keep facing similar challenging situations until you learn the lesson. The good news is, you can change your karma. You're not doomed to repeat past mistakes forever. You can start creating positive karma right now by making conscious choices to act with kindness, honesty, and compassion. Think of it as paying off old debts by doing good in the present. A crucial part of mastering karma and clearing the way for good things to come into your life is forgiveness. This is huge. Shin emphasizes that you must forgive others, not for their sake, but for yours. Holding on to resentment, anger, or grudges is like carrying a heavy bag of rocks around. It weighs you down, keeps you tied to an unhappy past, and blocks your blessings. Forgiveness cuts those cords. It frees up your energy. It allows you to move forward. It's about releasing the emotional charge associated with past hurts. It doesn't mean you condone what happened or that you have to forget, but you choose to let go of the bitterness. And just as importantly, you need to forgive yourself. We all make mistakes. We all have regrets. Beating yourself up over past actions keeps you stuck in a negative karmic loop. Acknowledge what happened, learn the lesson, make amends if you can, and then release it. Forgive yourself and commit to doing better. So the practical step here is to consciously practice forgiveness daily. Is there someone you need to forgive? Do it in your heart. Is there something you need to forgive yourself for? Do it. Write it down and burn it if that helps. Choose to be kind in your thoughts, words, and actions today. This is how you actively shape a better future and master the game. Section 6. Casting out doubt, tapping into your intuition. We all have them, don't we? Those nagging worries, those paralyzing doubts, those fears that keep us up at night. They can feel overwhelming, like a heavy weight on our shoulders, but Florence Scovel Shinn offers a powerful way to deal with this. She calls it casting the burden. This isn't about ignoring your problems or pretending they don't exist. It's about actively giving them over to a power greater than yourself. Whether you call it your subconscious mind, the universe, infinite intelligence, or God, the idea is to consciously release the anxiety and trust that a solution will be found. You don't have to figure everything out on your own. This process of casting the burden is deeply connected to impressing your subconscious mind. Your subconscious is incredibly powerful. It works tirelessly, day and night, to bring about whatever it is deeply impressed with. If you're constantly feeding it fear, worry, and images of failure, that's what it will work to create. But if you can impress it with faith, with pictures of your desired outcome, with feelings of success and peace, then it will move heaven and earth to make that your reality. So when you cast your burden, you're not just offloading stress, you're also clearing the way to impress your subconscious with positive expectations. So how do you actually cast the burden? It can be as simple as a heartfelt prayer or a firm statement. You can say, I cast this burden of, name the worry, financial stress, a health concern, a relationship problem, onto the Christ within, or spirit, or infinite intelligence, and I go free. Say it with conviction. Visualize yourself literally handing over that heavy weight. Feel the relief. And then, and this is key, you have to let it go. Don't pick it back up 5 minutes later by worrying about it again. Act as if your prayer has been answered. This acting as if is a powerful signal to your subconscious that you trust the process. Alongside casting your burdens, Shinn highlights the importance of tapping into your intuition. Your intuition is your inner guidance system. It's that gut feeling, that quiet inner voice, that hunch that tells you what to do or what not to do. It's your direct line to wisdom. When you've cast your burden and quieted the mental chatter of fear, you create space to hear this guidance. So, pay attention to those intuitive nudges. Trust them. They will often lead you to the perfect solution or the right next step. Practice listening to that inner wisdom daily. The more you trust it, the stronger and clearer it will become, guiding you through the game of life. Section 7. Love, the ultimate winning strategy. If there's one superpower Florence Scovel Shinn talks about that trumps almost everything else, it's love. And we're not just talking about romantic hearts and flowers kind of love, though that's part of it. We're talking about love as a fundamental force, a high-frequency vibration that has the power to transform everything it touches. It's about operating from a place of compassion, kindness, understanding, and goodwill towards yourself, towards others, and towards life itself. When you make love your dominant operating principle, you unlock a level of the game that is filled with joy, harmony, and incredible manifestation power. It's the ultimate winning strategy. Love is magnetic. It attracts all good things to you. When you are filled with love, when you radiate love, you become a magnet for loving experiences, supportive people, and wonderful opportunities. Conversely, fear, resentment, criticism, these are low vibrations that repel good and attract more negativity. So, if you want to change what you're attracting, you need to change your dominant vibration. And the quickest way to raise your vibration is to focus on love. Love for yourself, flaws and all. Love for your family and friends, even love for those who challenge you. This isn't always easy, but it's incredibly powerful. Shin even advises us to love our enemies or difficult situations. Now, this doesn't mean you have to like them or condone bad behavior, not at all. It means you send love to the situation or the person to neutralize the negativity. Love has the power to dissolve fear, anger, and resistance. When you send love to a challenging circumstance, you are essentially applying a healing balm. You are raising the vibration around it, making it possible for a positive resolution to emerge. It's like shining a bright light into a dark room. The darkness simply cannot exist where there is light. Similarly, negativity struggles to survive in an atmosphere of genuine love. So, how can you put this into practice? Start with yourself. Practice self-love and self-acceptance. Then make a conscious effort to extend that love outwards. Think of someone who irritates you or a situation that's causing you stress. Instead of fuming, take a moment to silently send them love. Bless them, wish them well. See what happens. You might find that your own feelings about them begin to change, and often, their behavior or the situation itself can shift in surprising ways. Make love your go-to response. Love your work, love your home, love the process of your life unfolding. This is how you play the game from a place of power and grace. Section 8. Your divine design, finding your true path. Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions? Like there's something more you're supposed to be doing with your life but you just can't quite figure out what it is? Florence Scovel Shinn has an answer for that. She teaches that each one of us has a unique purpose, a divine design. This is the special plan for your life, the path that is perfectly suited to your talents, your passions, and your soul's calling. Your main job in this game of life isn't just to accumulate stuff or achieve random goals, it's to discover and express this divine design. When you find it and live it, that's when true fulfillment and success flow effortlessly. So how do you uncover this divine design? It's not always written in big, bold letters across the sky. Shinn points us back to our inner guidance system, our intuition. Those gut feelings, those sudden insights, those persistent hunches, that's your intuition speaking to you. It's the voice of infinite intelligence guiding you towards your right path. The problem is we often ignore it. We let fear, doubt, or the opinions of others drown out that quiet, inner knowing. To find your divine design, you must learn to listen to, trust, and act on your intuitive guidance. It will never steer you wrong. It always knows the way. Perfect self-expression is what happens when you are living in alignment with your divine design. It means you are doing the work you were born to do, using your unique gifts and talents in a way that brings you joy and serves others. It's that feeling of being in the zone, where things just click, and you feel truly alive and purposeful. When you are on your right path, Shinn says, doors will open for you that you never even knew existed. Opportunities will appear. The right people will show up. There will be a sense of flow and ease, even amidst challenges, because you are in sync with your true nature and purpose. So, what action can you take today to start moving towards your divine design? Pay close attention to what genuinely excites you, what makes you curious, what you feel passionately drawn to. What activities make you lose track of time? What are you naturally good at, even if you downplay it? These are clues. Don't dismiss them. Start taking small, even tiny steps in the direction of these interests. Explore them. Nurture them. Don't be afraid to be authentically you, to express your unique talents. The world needs what you and only you have to offer. Trust that as you step towards your true path, the path itself will become clearer. Section 9. Putting it all together, living a victorious life. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground, We've talked about life as a game, the power of your words and thoughts, the importance of non-resistance, karma, forgiveness, intuition, love, and finding your divine design. Now it's time to bring it all home. You have the rulebook, you understand the key plays. The most important thing now is to get out there and actually play the game using these principles. Knowing this stuff intellectually is one thing. Living it, breathing it, practicing it every single day is what creates real, lasting transformation. This isn't a quick fix, it's a new way of living. Florence Scovel Shinn gives us very practical tools for daily practice, especially the use of denials and affirmations. Denials are not about denying reality in a Pollyanna-ish way, they are about denying the power of negative appearances or beliefs over you. For example, if you're facing a financial challenge, you would deny the power of lack by saying something like, "I deny that this appearance of lack has any power over me. My supply is infinite and comes from God, infinite intelligence." Then you follow it up with a powerful affirmation such as, "I am now drawing from the abundance of the universe. All my financial needs are met and I have a lavish, steady supply." This combination clears out the negative and reinforces the positive. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. You will have moments where you forget, where old habits creep back in, where you react with fear or negativity. That's okay, that's human. The key is to not beat yourself up about it. Just gently bring yourself back to these principles. Be patient with yourself. Be persistent. Celebrate your small wins. Every time you consciously choose a positive thought over a negative one, every time you speak an affirmation with faith, every time you choose love over fear, you are strengthening your spiritual muscles and getting better at playing the game. Consistency is your superpower here. Ultimately, your life is your game to play. You are the one holding the controller. You have the power within you right now to create a life filled with joy, abundance, love, and purpose. Florence Scovel Shinn's timeless wisdom provides a clear, simple, and incredibly effective blueprint. So take these lessons, apply them, and watch as your life begins to transform in wonderful ways. Don't wait for someday. Start today. Start now. Believe in yourself, believe in the power of these principles, and go out there and live a victorious life. You absolutely got this.